Welcome to the Bermuda Olympic Association celebration, announcement, anniversary of our 80th anniversary, plus the announcement of our Olympic team. This is the first time we've done this, and I think from what I see, it's going to be quite successful. Unfortunately, not all our athletes could be here tonight for the most obvious of reasons. Some of them are still honing their skills, some of them are still competing, and I didn't want to detract from that. But I think the atmosphere here tonight with the three athletes that we will be naming tonight, plus their parents and the support staff, I think this will be suitable to the situation. Mr. Premier, as you know, this is officially Worldwide Olympic Day, where 205 countries from around the world celebrate being part of a better world through sport by inspiring spirit of unity, hope, peace, and hopefully a better tomorrow. I think that's what hopefully the Olympic movement is all about, and that's what we inspire to do. But I think the most important thing that I want to do tonight is officially announce our 2016 Bermuda Olympic team. I'm going to keep you in suspense even though you know some of our athletes are here. Flora Duffy, our triathlete, who is ranked #1 in the world. I would like to ask her parents to come up and be with us to be part of this celebration, Charlie and Maria. You don't have to say anything, Maria, don't worry. Awesome. I'd also like to announce Michelle Shelley Pearson, our single scull rower, who I believe her parents are here tonight, if they could come to the podium, if they're both here. Shelley announced to us, I guess early in the year, that she would like to try and qualify for the Olympics. So we said, oh, okay. Didn't know much about you, Shelley. So there was only one qualifying event for her to go to, and that was down in Chile. What did my girl do? She went and won the thing, and automatically qualified for the Olympics. I think even more impressive for Shelley is that she's just finished competing in Poland in the World Championships, and she finished 3rd in the B standards. Am I correct? That is quite a feat. So congratulations, and we certainly hope she enjoys this sport. We have 2 in track and field. Unfortunately, they're not here tonight. That is Tyrone Smith, who's in long jump, and we have Trey Houston, who's doing the 200 meters. I don't think there are parents here, but I do believe the president of BNNA is here, Donna Rayner, if she would come forward and be part of the celebration. Come on, Donna, you can handle this. We then have 2 sailors who have made it. We have the youngest competitor in sailing, and unfortunately, she's actually down in Rio right now, I believe. Her parents are here, Cecilia Woolman, Cece Woolman. I would ask her parents to come forward. Come and join the Premier on the other side. I'd like to also announce Cameron Pimentel, who's here. Cameron has plotted the course extremely well, and he deserves to be included in our Olympic team. Congratulations, my friend. And I'm pleased to announce 2 swimmers, and they're both here tonight. I think it's awesome. I'm glad they're home. I know they're on their way to another meet, their last meet of the season. But I'd like to bring first time competing in the Olympics, Rebecca Heiliger. And a stalwart of our Commonwealth and Olympic team, Julian Fletcher. Just before I hand the mic to the Premier, there is just a little aside that you all should be aware of, is that within swimming and athletics, historically within the Olympics, they have a longer deadline of qualifications. So we have potentially several athletes still out there who could make our team, which would be absolutely fantastic. But I'd like to bring to the podium right now the leader of our Olympic team, Brenda Dale. Mr. Premier, it's a privilege and an honor to announce this team, and I'd like and hope that you would say a few words to motivate us to glory.
Thank you, Madam President, and good evening, everyone, and congratulations to the athlete. Your journeys have just started. I am tremendously proud to be here tonight amongst great people, great athletes, great parents, great organizers, former Olympians. I am, as a sportsman, I continue to be amazed at just how high all of us in Bermuda compete in any sport that we attempt to get involved in. And as the Olympics roll around again, I'm just astonished at the levels of competition we get into, and we go out and represent, and we make Bermuda proud. I know it's going to be tough down in Rio. It's going to be a long way to go. There's going to be very tough competition. Nerves are going to get you. I'm sure the training is well in hand. But I have every confidence that all the athletes will do their personal best and take part in the Olympic and continue to uphold that tradition. But most importantly, probably, is to continue to fly that flag. I think any Bermudian who has watched the opening ceremonies and seen our team come out of the tunnel wearing those Bermuda shorts, flying the flag, it hits you in the heart. It really hits you in the heart. And I'm sure for the athletes who have that opportunity to march, it gives them pause to reflect on the accomplishment they've made to get there and the competition that's in front of them. So well done, congratulations. I'll be watching as much as I can. The Minister of Sports will be down there. The Olympic movement started, I think it was 1894. Right. And to see such a small country like Bermuda be part of the 205 countries that have national associations, I think it speaks not only to the spirit of the people that get involved in sports and represent Bermuda, but it speaks to the spirit of the organizations in every sport to continue to nurture and support our athletes going forward. So I want to take this opportunity, Madam President, to thank all of the sporting organizations for the great work that you do in helping these athletes get ahead. Now I know I know how hard it is, and I know in some sports that funding could be more, and that's something we have to continue to work at. But I honestly believe that if we keep that Bermudian spirit and pride going, we'll continue to go to higher and higher levels. I expect great things to happen in Rio. I'll be watching intently. I wish you all the best. And Madam President, to you and the organization, thank you for the work that you do. We should never underestimate the organization that's involved, the commitment that's involved, and the number of people that have to get involved across the board. Let's remember, and I'll close with these comments, what the Olympic Games mean. The President explained just the value of the Olympic Games. To me, there's nothing more important than pulling communities together than sports. And all of these athletes who compete at the highest level, train day and night, at times that a lot of us are not even up, understand the value of competition, but they understand the value of people coming together, and they learn valuable lessons, not only in competition, but in people making the world go round. And so the epitome of the Olympics is bringing communities together in competition, experience, friendship, and bringing people to move the world forward. So you'll fly the flag proud for Bermuda. I know you'll do great, and we'll be pulling for you. So I look forward to welcome you back to Bermuda, and I know we'll see some medals along the way. Thank you very much, Madam President. No pressure, no pressure. And I'd just like to recognize the minister who was just walking in. He had another engagement, but Minister of Sports, Sylvan Richards, great to have you here.
Thank you, Mr. Premier. Mr. Richards, timing is everything, they say. Come forward, sir. Whilst you've not had the opportunity to meet everybody, which I will do, but thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And I know you'd like to say possibly
Yeah, sure.
You can hand it by. Say a few words.
Thank you. Oh, this mic is loud. Well, it's good to be here on this auspicious day. And like the rest of the world, Bermuda is looking forward to the Olympics in Rio de Janeiro. I know our athletes have been working hard, preparing to compete against the best in the world. And I'm sure, I feel very positive that at the Olympics in Brazil, we're going to see our local athletes make us proud. So I just want to congratulate them because it's a big sacrifice, as you all know, to train and to put in the dedication that's necessary to compete on a world level. I was up at the national championships, up at the National Sports Center a few weeks ago, and I was very impressed with the quality and the level of competitiveness that our athletes are putting out there. So let's all support them, cheer them on, and let's encourage our youth, the next generation that's coming along, because I saw a lot of young people, and I have a niece who's going to be a star runner. She's named Doche. Remember that name. She's going to make us all proud. So let's support our athletes, and once again, enjoy the evening, and thank you for having me.
Just before I hand the mic over to the leader of our team, I think it's only appropriate that I'd like to also recognize two other athletes within the Paralympic movement. That's Jessica Lewis, who I believe is still training somewhere in the world. And I know I'm going to get this young lady's name completely wrong. Yushay. See what I tell you. Thanks, Anne. I think they need their competition is in September. They deserve the same recognition that our athletes do. And Anne, please send our very best wishes to both of your athletes. We wish them all the best. I now would like Mrs. Dale to come forward just to say a few words.
Thank you, Judy. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I wish to say that it's one of the greatest honors to be asked to lead the Bermuda team. I'd like to congratulate the athletes who've given years of effort to get to the highest level. I think congratulations to you. I'd also like to thank the families and the NSGBs who've supported them along the way, because we see throughout the preparation for Rio how much the families do. Right from people who help design, parents who help design suits, to parents who get boats in the water, to parents who make all sorts of arrangements. So we know for them to get there, it's you guys who've made it happen along the way. And also to the national sports governing bodies, the BOA staff who work tirelessly and effortlessly to make this happen. It seems like it's seamless, but having been involved in this process, it's not. So thank you to everybody for that. I'd also like to thank Carlos Lee and ask him to come up, because he's also... Come on, Carlos. Due to personal circumstances, we've had to ask Carlos Lee to step to the plate to be the Olympic attaché, and I'd like to thank him for doing that. We also have members of our medical team who the athletes know are vital to your performance. So I'd also like to thank them. We have Maureen Ryan, Sandra Fubler, and if Vicky Outeridge Goiva is here, if you guys could please join us as well. Patty Petty from Worldview Travel, who, without Patty, we wouldn't get there or back. So I'm standing firm with the Premier. I think that we will see some really good results. Our athletes who are preparing right now are really putting out all the efforts and pulling all the stops to make some remarkable achievements. And we certainly look forward to helping them shine their medals. Okay. So thank you.
Well, thank you, everyone. That concludes the official part. I'd just like to thank all the support staff, whether you're through the national governing bodies, the technical committee, our marketing team. Without your support, we wouldn't get the exposure and the accolades that we do get. The athletes give us that opportunity to recognize and let them shine. So we wish you all the best. So at this particular time, it's all over. Enjoy yourselves. There's food. Thank you very much, everybody.